Outlaw Sports is brought to you by Molson Canadian, made from Canada, and Rocky Mountain Barbecue, Alberta barbecue cuisine at its best.
Grant, right now in the NFL, everyone's talking about Tim Tebow. As a starter, he has won 6 games. He has turned the corner for this Denver Bronco franchise. You still hear the naysayers, you know, they say it's more of a throwback to the college days or the old NFL when the guys
1948, he ball back to pass, he runs over the sidelines. 1952.
That's his 3rd pass of the year. He's really tearing it up with his arm today, Grant.
Gillette, brought to you by. Yeah, it is a throwback. He's fun to watch.
Yeah, and hats off to John Fox for designing a game plan to suit this quarterback, as opposed to what everybody else does, trying and squeeze your quarterback into your system.
I now will watch the Denver Broncos. Prior to Tim Tebow, the Broncos were on the way they were playing. It was a game that I could pass by real quick.
Sure.
But now, and last weekend's game proves that. They're down 10-0, and even when they've got, down 10-7, they did an onside kick and it didn't quite work. You thought, okay, it's over. He finds a way. And to me, he's fun to watch. I want to see how he's going to pull it out. How long is it going to last? I'm not too sure. But he's throwing a little better right now. In the first part of the game last weekend, he couldn't connect on a pass. Then I think he went 15 for 20 in the second half, and he was pretty darn good. So I give the guy a lot of respect. Some people don't, they want to knock him for his faith, his religious, ambitions on the field, pretty demonstrative. I know you don't like seeing that. However, it looks like it's genuine with him. It doesn't look like he's trying to grab the stage, and so I kind of like what he's doing, Mike.
Well, see, and that's the whole thing, Brent. What I like about the guy is he's getting more and more confidence. His enthusiasm, sure, it's fun to watch. I wish he would leave the religious thing back
He's a
there.
kid. He's learning that. So let him.
It's a little too much. Come on.
Yeah, but I think he's learning that, and I think I have heard there are people that are going to sort of tell him that you can pick your spots better to tell what you want to say. You don't have to do it all the time. You're going to be here for a long time. Don't think every time you want to do it, you have to do it. So I think give him time. He's just a kid. He's what is it, 23, 24 years old.
Yeah, in the Chicago game, Marion Barber certainly helped his cause, running out of bounds with a minute left. And then they...
That's a complete brain fart by Barber.
Yeah.
Because if he had just sort of ran back
or fell down.
Yeah, or just something. Yeah, just something, just not got out of bounds.
Yeah.
But I guess that's instinctive where you think you have to stop the clock. He just wasn't thinking.
Well, there you go.
He wasn't thinking. So to answer your question, Tim Tebow, I think, is what the NFL needs right now. Without Peyton Manning, it's kind of it's a feel-good story.
Well, give the guy credit, too, because if it was easy to win 6 games, don't you think these other quarterbacks would find a way to do that? And what I found interesting in the one game I was watching a few weeks ago, he was going to head out of bounds, cut back, found his receiver downfield, and that enabled him to kick a winning field goal. So he's got some smarts. More and more, you can see the confidence coming up.
And don't you think, when you think of a sports team, talent is important, but how you are, and if you're a leader, the environment you create. Do your teammates want to play with you, and do they want? It's a bit of rah-rah, I know, in college especially, but I think players like him, and they want to do well for him. So I think that's a big part of Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
He's authentic.
If there's a better leader out there right now, or leading by example, than Aaron Rodgers, I don't know who it is. Packers look like they're going to run the table. They've got 3 games left. I really don't look at anybody defeating these guys. Now the question is,
what about losing the receiver, Jennings?
Well, that's a big blow to them.
I think we find out this week if it's a serious knee injury or not.
But let me ask you this question: if you're in the driver's seat, at what point do you rest some of your stars to make sure they're ready for the playoffs?
Well, I think that's what the coaching staff has to do, is that running the table means nothing, right? Winning the championship means everything.
Yeah.
So I think you have to just, you give guys, you don't keep guys out of games, you just limit their time on the field, their playing time, if you will. That's what I would do. Wouldn't you do that?
Well, yeah, because you got to keep them sharp too, Grant, but you just don't want to put them in harm's way.
It's Greg Jennings, right?
Yeah.
Why was he on the field when he got hurt? The backup quarterback was in there already. Why was he on that field? To me, they're up 31-0 or something like that at that point. I forget the exact name. So I think that's what good teams have to do. If you got to look at the prize, keep your eyes on the prize, and it's not going 16-0.
Can utility be a poster? Can utility keep you up at night, dreaming? Can utility put thoughts in your head? Depends on what you mean by utility. Introducing the new Porsche Cayenne and Cayenne S Hybrid. Lighter, more agile, more efficient. More Porsche than ever.